Okay. What's going on, everybody? TG, aka Technical Gaming. And today I'm just gonna be shooting the breeze, playing a little bit of SIEVERT. So, today's order of business, we are going to do a few missions, depending on how much time these things take. So we got eliminate 6 hunters in the makeshift camp. 06, find the entrance to the motel. 01, find evidence in the laboratory. 01, and I'm not doing this today because I need to get back into the swing, as always, before I take, or after I take longer breaks. So just be chilling out, and yeah. So let's go ahead and do this because this is probably relatively easy for me to get back into the feel of things and stuff like that. Not hungry, not thirsty. Jeez. You know what? Whatever. I think it's like the middle of the day, so it'll be fine. Just make my way to this makeshift camp. Mr. Junk, extraction points. Left and right. And be on my merry way. The interesting thing about this game that I like is that I feel like in a certain sense it kind of mirrors reality in terms of how you would assess your surroundings if your life really depended on it. And what I mean by that is, you really want to have a 360 field of vision, because focusing on one point or part as opposed to having a wider range is generally just not a good idea. I have I think my TV is like a 65 inch or something like that. I have the minimum size TV that allows me to see things in 4K because I do video editing in 4K. I never had a desire or a need to have a gigantic TV. But like I was saying, I never had a desire to have a gigantic TV for no reason. I'm not a terribly social person. In fact, I might even be described as a little bit antisocial. But I use my HD TV as a laptop screen. I need to disable this little quest because I don't care at all about that. But like I said, I use my HD TV as my laptop screen. Or not even laptop screen, my bad. As my desktop screen. I have a few computers that I do different things on. One computer I like to edit on, and then there's other computers that I like to game on. My gaming is primarily done on my desktop. And then I have a computer that's just like my workhorse computer is what I call it. That I tend to do everything else, like just web browsing, low intensity gaming, that sort of stuff. And if you only have one computer, am I beefing with the Green Army? I can't even remember, but I don't think I am right now. But if you only have one computer, then it might seem a little bit excessive, but the simple fact of the matter is every mechanical piece of technology that you have is always breaking down due to heat death, basically. So the more you use something, eventually the faster that it'll wear out and you'll have to replace it. So when you spread a lot of tasks across different, is that 100? When you spread a lot of tasks across multiple devices, you end up just improving the life of all of them over time, which will save you money. And also just, it's a very inconvenient thing to have to replace a device that you use for work, whether it's creative or otherwise. What up, Mr. Junk? How you doing, champ? Let's see what Mr. Junk has. I have a lot of charcoal in my actual stash, so I don't really need anything from Mr. Junk today. But while I'm here, let me just meet some of my material needs real quick, like, since I'm all thirsty and stuff. Make myself a little bit less tired as well. It's not a huge priority, so. I like being close to these walls because you only have one direction to worry about, because nothing can come up and creep up behind you. So it's always kind of nice to, you know, have that in your benefit. And then whenever you come into these open areas, you're probably gonna be more likely to run into somebody popping up. Even though I haven't seen too much action right now. And you got all these speak of the devil. But as I was saying, that's why when you're just moving regularly, you can just walk. But when you I think, in my opinion, the best time to run is probably when you're crossing like more open expanses and stuff like that. But you don't just need to run all the time, like that's not necessary. Unless you had that the perk that lets you run without using stamina. And even then it's not necessary, but that is definitely probably a quality of life sort of thing to think about that is useful. But what in the world they got here? But my whole thing is, rather than just being super mobile, I would rather just be just mindful of, you know, surroundings and things like that. And then have my have my build be centered around maximizing how much stuff I can carry, because that's the real way to make money. At some point in time, if I was to make like another character, I might try out. What is that? Oh, I hate these ravens. Always jump scaring. But like I was saying, at some point, if I was to make another character, I might try to do like a speed sort of character, more so than like a pack mule, because I've definitely reached, oh goodness, I've definitely reached the point on this character where I am real good at making money, and so I don't need to carry around a whole lot. But you don't you don't need to be super fast if you know what you're doing. Ooh, got us an airdrop. Where in the world is that? Okay. I'm sleepy. This is why I have this. That's why I have this caffeine with me, though. Help me out a little bit. My mission was to find these hunters, but I have not seen any hunters yet. Probably because I'm so stealthy. Alright, let's make our way to this airdrop. See if we can avoid dying. There's definitely another boar over here, because they like to travel in packs of more than one. Got my eyes open. I want to say, as far as random events go, airdrops are probably some of the most dangerous ones, because there's a high density of people in one area, so you just kind of have to be real careful with how you approach them. I'll take that random cheese. And what is this? Weapon repair kit. Take this as well. But with airdrops, you actually have to be, so it's kind of like a risk for reward thing, right? Because the longer it takes you to get over there, the less loot is going to be left. But the longer you wait, the safer it is, because there will be less people lurking about. Okay, let's see how close I am. Make that marker like right outside of it. Out of ammo? Especially whatever you want to prioritize. But in my opinion, you probably should not be. If you need whatever loot you can get from an air drop, the irony is you probably shouldn't be running around carelessly over there, because you definitely will probably die. Okay, am I? Okay. Here we go. I even like doing these at night because, like, you just want to decrease the amount of visibility that anybody has over here. I don't necessarily know if I want to go in from this direction. This is what I get for not taking that micro nap before I left. I'm not even gonna worry about them because those are not the people that I need to be worried about. I cannot tell if that is the last one or second to last one. But whatever, dog, whatever. They were kind of bunched up. See, it took me so long to get over here that there's hardly anything left. But I wanted to play it real cautious because it's not like I necessarily need it. It's just something to do. But if you are approaching an airdrop, you don't, it depends, it just depends on how close you are to it to begin with, but it would be better to be cautious and try to make a nice little perimeter where you go around the outside from all sides. Because the goal is always to get to that little blue case. But if you run directly to it, you can get closed in on from all sides. And that's not good. Look, I'm so sleepy. Yeah, it's about time to go. It's about time to go get some rest, if nothing else. I'm not really all that hungry or thirsty, but I'm not a fan of, being sleepyhead. So and also, what's cool about having the, I guess what you would call late game sort of stuff, is that generally speaking, you're not going to have to worry about radiation that much. Once you get something like this, with this 250 radiation resistance, like you would have to be in a place, you would have to be in a bad place for a long period of time to really have radiation as a worry. So that's just one of the perks, I guess, of being more established after a while, is just having so much useful environmental resistance type armor, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, see, it's getting late. Let's see, let me take a look at that mission. Yeah, none. I didn't find any hunters. But you know what? That's alright. It's alright. I can always worry about that later. But it's about that time to make my way to this extraction point, on account of me being a sleepyhead. So I will head over to this one right here and make my exit. So I'm seeing this green mist, and I'm assuming that that is probably some kind of radiation storm. It's been a while since I played, and I know they had added that with a recent update. But my radiation resistance is so high that it seems likely that it's just not enough to affect me. If that is what that is. Alrighty. Let's get some rest. Alright. Now I am hungry and thirsty, but I am also well rested, which is more important because I have plenty of food and plenty of drinks. So let's just top this off real quick. I actually meant to eat this cheese earlier, but I just forgot. Let's go sell some of this stuff that we got. A lot of times I just end up scrapping these bullets and stuff because I have it set up to where I can craft pretty much everything that I need at this point. And I don't know if crafting is always more efficient than buying stuff from the store, but there are points in time where there's things that you can craft that you can't, that you wouldn't always have access to in the store where you're at. Like you might have to go to a particular place outside of the thing, but then if you can craft it, you can just always come over here and craft it. So that's that. But yeah. You know what? I think that'll be cool. That'll be cool. That'll be cool for this little run. Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be good. Alright, well, thanks for watching, hanging out, coming and hanging out with me for a little bit as I get back into the swing of things. Stay tuned. I may be playing a few different games, actually. Because I have my audio set up now to where it's very, very convenient. Where I can just press play or record and go. So, yep, that's that. Alright, I'll holla at you. TG out.